Hello, humans of the earth, and thank you for joining us on this wonderful day. My name is Dana.
And my name is Heidi. And this is Fun Times with Dana and Heidi.
Today's tweet of the week comes from at Figgold. I'm not sure if that's a verb or a noun or whatever that is,
It's a
but it comes from
personality
at
trait.
Figgold or a personality trait or a star sign. Don't know. But at Figgold says, taking inspiration from birds and every few minutes, just letting out a big scream. You felt that. Heidi, what do you think?
I felt that as well. We're just learning from the best creatures on earth, which is birds.
Yes, as we discussed in our first episode, the birds may be plotting something that we don't know. But you know what? We can always learn a few life lessons from them. Just act like a bird. Just act like a bird. Be like a bird and just let out a big scream every 2 minutes. We love that.
Yeah, you have to. It's part of life.
It's part of life, just letting out big screams. That's how life works. That's the circle of life. Okay, so Heidi, do you want to move on to our next news story?
Yes, okay. So for today's news story, we have a woman who donates her kidney to a cop who locked her up. The irony is real.
What?
I, I don't want to scare you guys, but yes, so a woman whose picture was once on the most wanted list in Franklin County, Alabama, is grateful to the officer who arrested her. Alabama is grateful to the officer who arrested her that she is giving him a kidney. Let me give you some backstory because you guys are probably
Yeah,
like,
I think we need some backstory here.
yes, okay, so Miss Jocelyn James was addicted to opioids and supported her drug habit by stealing and breaking the law, which is not good, guys. Do not do that. Between 2007 and 2012, so within a 5-year span, Officer Terrell Potter arrested her multiple times. Now, the woman is saving Potter's life because she believes he saved hers by helping her turn it around. So hopefully everything makes more sense now.
Yeah, I think it makes a little more sense because out of keep going.
Yes. Last November, the police officer learned that his kidney was failing, but doctors said the waiting list meant that a replacement organ was 7 to 8 years away. He would probably be dead if you had to wait.
Yeah,
Like
I
no
have
joke.
to wait 7 years. You're just out of there.
Yeah, cause you
You're just out of there.
yeah, cause you need your kidney. You need your organs.
Uh huh.
So on July 21st, Potter was able to undergo a successful kidney transplant. Miss James currently runs a nonprofit organization that provides drug counseling to women, and this November she will be celebrating 8 years sober. So woohoo!
Have to be the main character, and so in order to be the main character, you have to be developing and growing. We love that
Yeah,
for
don't
her.
be a side character. You have to be the main character.
Yes.
So the former officer told KTTV that he now considers James, not James. Wait, is her name? Oh yeah, Miss James. Okay, Miss James like another daughter. It's made a great relationship and a bond between us that can go on forever. And this is what he said in his little video interview. It's not about putting everybody under the jail. It's about trying to get someone that can get rehab, get back to their self and do the right thing. And that's a great rehab, get back to their self and do the right thing. And that's a great ending for both people because no one suffers long term.
Yes, it's just a little wholesome news story. We love that for them. And now moving on to our next news story, we have a cancer survivor, Andrea Mason, has become the first woman to complete a grueling triathlon where she swam, cycled, and ran over 330 miles in just 5 days. I can barely run a mile in like a couple of minutes. Well, not a couple of minutes, but it'll take me a while. And
Girl,
the
I
fact
failed
that
my
she
mom.
330 miles in just 5 days, she's really on her game. She's really on her A game.
How many
So
miles a day is that? Like, let me look at the math
do
and
the
let me
division 330 by 5. That
330 divided by 5. Girl, that's 66 miles a day.
66
66
miles
miles.
swam and cycled. She really went off. Andrea Mason did not sleep and barely ate during the duration of the challenge, but she was super happy when she crossed the finish line. And so during the triathlon, she battled through severe pain, cramping, and hallucinations. But she pushed on, managing to complete the hallucinations. but she pushed on, managing to complete the race in an impressive 4 days, 23 hours, and 41 minutes. And so this triathlon,
Hallucination.
yeah,
Hallucination.
hallucinations because she did not sleep at all and she didn't hardly ate anything. And so this triathlon is like really have to do
Miles a
is
day.
you have to swim around the circumference, so like around the circle of Lake Annecy. And Lake Annecy, and I'm probably butchering that name so bad, but it's a lake in France. And I was like, oh, it's probably just like a cute little lake, It's probably like a little lake. No, I looked up a picture and it's huge. It's gigantic. A
Lake
beach,
Anne.
like an ocean. It's so gigantic. And so you have to swim all around that. And then you have to do some cycling. And
Oh my
then you have to
gosh.
run up Mountain Blanc with and it's the second highest peak in Europe, like for mountains. And
Dana, Lake Annecy is not a lake, that's an ocean.
like for mountains. And
Dana, Lake Annecy is not a lake, that's an ocean.
Lake Annecy. Oh my god, are you serious?
That- That's the size of an ocean.
No, it's a lake, but it's just a really big lake. Like if you look it up, it'll say
Yeah,
lake
no,
in France, but it's
no,
literally
Dana,
so
it was
huge.
a joke. Joke. It was a joke.
Oh,
I
okay,
mean,
okay,
because
okay.
you know oceans are big.
Yes. Sorry, my mind is confused. And she also had
Kind
to
of a
run up
mastermind.
a mountain, like an actual mountain, with a 15,774 feet peak. That is super tall. I don't know. She really said, y'all really thought I couldn't get through cancer. Now watch me do an entire triathlon and break a world
Cancer
record.
just made her stronger. Let's see. 15,774. Okay, so I'm around 5 feet. So let's see how many of these it would take
How many
to the top.
Heidis is this?
3,144.8.
That's a lot of Heidis.
That's a lot of stress, that
That
is.
is a lot of stress. And without sleeping and without hardly eating anything, that's a lot of
I
work.
lost it at hallucination.
Really out here doing the most, and we love her for it. And now we are going to move on to our lovely little segment called Science Talks with me, Dana. Zero mass water sources has developed hydro panels that pull vapor from thin air and bring it to faucets. It's clean and drinkable water. So, zero mass water sources has developed hydro panels that pull vapor from thin air and bring it to faucets. It's clean and drinkable water. So, these are like, they're almost like solar panels, but they were generating water from thin air. Like they really said,
How?
let me make the water. Let me just make this pioneering technology is helping 15 Navajo households get access to clean and drinkable water. And not only do they benefit these households, but in the article it states that they've also just expanded all around the world, especially in rural communities or communities where they don't have access to water. And so it's really benefited a lot of people. And so it's really benefited a lot of people. And so these are solar panels, and they have fans that draw in air from the atmosphere. The vapor from the atmosphere is condensed into a liquid and collected in a little reservoir inside the hydro panel. The water is mineralized, so we like the taste of it. It's mineral, and the water is really good quality, and it's also a lot more cost effective than than making an entire water system. So I think it's a really cool invention. Heidi, what do you think?
They really do be doing magic, pulling water out of thin air. Like
Yes, they're really to be
literally pulling
magicians.
water out of thin air. So
Science is magic
these
confirmed.
solar panels are fans that draw in air from the atmosphere. I'm like,
Yeah.
you explained to me the science, but I still don't get it.
Okay, so it's like a panel. It's like a solar panel. And the panel said, let me suck the air really quick, and then I'm gonna get the vapor from the air, make it into water. Then I'm gonna add minerals so it tastes good, and now people can drink it.
Oh, so they're doing it like you know when you put your hand like over like a boiling pot and you feel like a moisture on your hand?
Yeah, it's like
I think like that's
just
the feeling.
vapor from the air. It's just like water vapor almost. It's just vapor from the air turned into a liquid that is water.
I love that so much.
I
Okay,
know.
well,
We
I
love the
think
creativity. We stand.
we stand. So, for our MVPs, most valuable players who play and listen to our podcast, You may have heard that players who play and listen to our podcast. You may have heard that we are thinking to replace our outdated Help I'm Bored segment because now we are in school and we are no longer bored because we have so much homework to the point where I don't even think I'm getting enough sleep. But so wait, maybe present to you the drum roll, please. And game time. It's a double whammy because instead of getting one segment, you're gonna get
You're gonna
two.
get 2 segments, guys. 2 entire new segments to introduce to our outline Fun Times with Dana and Heidi. And so Heidi Reviews will be a reoccurring segment, and Game Time will alternate, on and off between episodes. But we're with you all, and we took consideration from our audience, and so we are very excited. And now it is time for the first ever segment of Heidi Reviews. And so Heidi has her first ever review. Do you want to talk about the wonderful, iconic video that you want to talk about today?
Yeah, so you guys may have noticed that last week we brought up the VMAs, and 2 weeks later, I'm still talking about these wonderful music covers. Today's today's video that we are reviewing is Chloe X Halle's performance of Ungodly. Yay! If you play the 3-minute and 31-second video, you will be able to see that they have like these wonderful, elaborate, like Beyonce type stuff
Yes,
outfits
they're
out of
always
mirrors.
serving outfits. Chloe and Halle never have bad outfits. You will never see a photo or a performance where you look at their outfits and be like, I don't like that. No, every single time they serve looks, and I love them. And they should have been on the main stage. That's another conversation to have for another time. Should have been on the main stage, but okay. Heidi, you can continue. Sorry.
We're still a little-
Sorry.
we are still a little bit salty about them not winning, clearly, because they
Yeah.
deserve it. Everyone
I'm
deserves it, but they
extremely
deserve it
salty
as well.
about that. They deserve it. I'm just gonna wait until Grammy season comes so the Grammys can start rolling in and they can finally get the recognition that they deserve. Because it is long overdue. Recognition that they deserve. Because it is long overdue.
Same, because before this, not gonna lie, I did not know who Chloe and Halle were until Dana mentioned it on our podcast. And they deserve to be known by everyone. Everyone. They are class A celebrities. They should be.
Than like half or like 75% of the music industry. Like they are top tier. They serve everything that there is to serve. And we stand.
Basically, the video started off with them like doing like these little coordinated like little moves, and they like when you watch like a dance recital and like there's always people who are off from the beat, and Chloe
Yeah.
and Halle, they did not miss a beat with each other. Like they were on par, and they didn't even have to look at each other to know that they were on the same beat. And their angelic voices, the harmonies, the dance moves, all while in a pandemic. They did it all virtually, social distancing and all. So Miss Tanisha Court, Dana, would you like? So Miss Tanisha Court, Dana, would you like to explain what Miss
Yes.
Tanisha Court is?
So Miss Tanisha Court is the hardest working behind the scenes individual that contributes to Chloe and Halle's success. And so the large majority of Chloe and Halle's like performances and music videos, since we're all in quarantine right now, the majority is very hardworking and we appreciate her contributions during these troubled times.
Period. So today's rate for their performance is a 12 out of 10 because they have an added bonus because of doing this in a pandemic.
Yes, they deserve bonus points for everything that they do. They could breathe and I would cry. I love them so much. And now it is game time. Hooray. And so today we are going to play a game of who's more likely to. And so I came up with the idea like 5 minutes ago. And so we're just going to play it now. And so Heidi and I are going to,
Impromptu game time.
yeah, it's game. Heidi and I are going to
Impromptu game time.
now it's game time. And so Heidi and I are going to ask a question and then
Mm-hmm.
we're going to explain who is more likely to do this and why. And you can find out a little more about Dana and Heidi, you know? You can find out more about how our minds work, you know? You can
You
get
get
into
the
the
full
psychology
scoop.
with the full scoop right here on game time. Okay. So the first question is, who is most likely to listen to classical music? I personally do not think it's
Yay!
me. I think it's
I think
Heidi.
Me. I think it's me. And keep in mind, I have not seen any of these questions before. So this is all new to me, but I think I'm more likely to listen to classical music. I don't like on a regular, like I don't listen to classical music on the regular, but for piano competitions and piano performances, I will skim through classical music pieces in which I can perform and try to recreate.
So I am not likely to listen to classical music because whenever people play that, I just zone out and start thinking about other things and it just doesn't sit well with me. So, not
For
for me.
me, like on the music spectrum, like I can be listening to WAP and classical music and I like both pieces.
You'll have them one right after the other on her Spotify playlist. We love the
Worship and
diversity.
prayers.
We love the worship and prayers, and we love the versatility in your music taste. We love that.
Okay, so for our second big city, I think
I think it's
I don't know. Dana, I
me.
think both of
I
us
think both
maybe?
of us
Or
I think
you?
both of us I think both of us would like to live in a big city just because like I wanna get out of here. Like I know that there's like knowing that there's so many opportunities out there and that like I just don't wanna stay in the same place my entire life because I think it's kind of boring.
Same.
Yes. So the
I
answer
can
to that
see
is for me.
ourselves moving to a bigger I can see ourselves moving to a bigger city when we are older because here like in the valley where we live, we have like the convention center. I don't know.
Yeah, like
There's not much
you
here.
have like really valuable like resources and opportunities, but if you live in a big city, I think it's just like in a completely different environment, and so I want to see like what that's like. So the answer to that is both of us. The next question is, who is most likely to watch romantic movies? I do not
Um,
think this is me at
not
all.
me. Not me.
Through on that
Neither of
question.
us. They're not it. They're not it.
They're not it. They're so predictable. They're so boring. Not my
You
vibe at
know what,
all.
Dana? I feel like during certain scenes, if you know what I'm talking about, I feel like I should not be watching those moments. I feel like I don't belong.
Yes, it's like, puts you in an uncomfortable position. Don't like them. Don't like that.
All right, so next question is I love these questions, Dana. You did a good job.
Thank you.
Who
Thank
is
you.
most likely to marry a celebrity?
I think that you
Dana.
would be more likely to marry a celebrity because, like, look. You're like a
No.
very like social media person. Like as soon as like a new social media comes up, like you're on it. Like with TikTok, like you were like invested in TikTok. So like I feel like in the future, if there's like this sort of like new social media app that's like all so I feel like you would be like one of the first ones to hop on it and then you would become like a sort of influencer of some sort. And then since you're the famous influencer, you can end up dating another influencer on this hypothetical social media. And so therefore you would marry them because they would be a social media. And so therefore you would marry them because they would be a celebrity and then you would be a celebrity couple. That's how my
While that would be a dream, while that would be a dream, Dana, I think that you would be the one to marry a celebrity
what?
because you are you are so smart to the point where you would not meet someone famous, but I feel like you will just meet them and not know that they were famous until after
I'll
you meet them and you fall in love with
be like,
them.
who are you? What do you do again?
You know why? I think that because since you don't have social media, which is a power move, since you don't have social media and you do
Well,
not keep
not
up with
having
all of these
social media
influencers,
doesn't mean that I live.
you don't have social media and you do
Well,
not keep
not
up with
having
all of these
social media
influencers,
doesn't
you
mean that
don't
I
know who
live
they
under
are.
a rock. I know who people are.
Obviously, you don't live in a rock, but I think that you are totally more likely to marry a celebrity. Okay, moving on. Dana, the time will just tell. So, Dana, you can move on to our
Time will
next
tell.
question.
Leave a comment on our Instagram when we upload this episode and we make an Instagram post about it. You need to comment on our Instagram to solve the $1,000,000 question: who is more likely to marry a celebrity, Dana or Heidi? Okay, next question. Okay, next question. Who is most likely to go bungee jumping? I think that I would be more likely to go bungee jumping because it just looks fun and it's something that I would like to do. Heidi, what do you think?
I think that both of us. You know why? Because
Yes.
bungee jumping by yourself is not fun, so you'd want to go with friends.
That's true, that's true. Go bungee jumping together. I love that for us.
I could just see a petite Dana flying in the air and
Yes.
coming back
I'll
down.
probably go, like, flying out of, like, the harness and fall into the river and try to swim.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so for our next who's more likely to question, we have who is most likely I can back up with evidence, okay? I think both of us are able to be in a commercial because I think Dana's a wonderful actor and she'd be in a commercial because of her wonderful acting skills. But me, on the other hand, I'm Asian, so I will make the diversity pop.
That was a huge shift in, like, subject. That was a huge shift in, like, subject. I love that. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, so like those like like infographics and commercials about like institutions like libraries, schools, a diverse population. Because if they just see that there's only one race,
Oh, to, like,
it's
show
not gonna look good on them.
diversity. We love that.
Yeah, to show that they're inclusive. So usually, like, for I know definitely from one of my schools, I was asked to be part of a banner picture to be put on the hallway. And I was like,
Like that. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. When I was in middle school, we used to do this thing. Like I was like part of this thing. I don't remember what it was called, but it was a thing from Cal IC, and I would like be like talking about how you need to register to go back to school. The videos are up somewhere. You'll go back to school. The videos are up somewhere. You'll see middle school
"You're
me.
serious? You're
Yes. Don't
serious?
don't no, don't go
I'm
searching
gonna
for
watch
them.
it. I'm
No,
gonna
no,
watch
no,
it.
no, no. I don't even remember what
I
they're
am
called,
gonna
okay?
watch.
I don't even remember what they're called, okay? And most of our listeners
I
don't
will
even
do
know
my
what middle school I
investigation.
went to. So you know what? It makes no difference.
I will find it. I
This
will find it.
and it was like I don't remember what they were about. One was about registration, another one was about welcome to our school, I think, and it was like for a new
Coercive
student.
labor.
Yeah, and then that's really funny. And then it was just stuff like that, like promotional things. And so I think that we have enough evidence to back up the fact that we are both likely to be in a commercial. So,
Yeah, the only difference would be that Dana would get in because of her wonderful acting skills, and I would just get in to make the flavors diverse and seasoned.
yes, seasoned and spicy. Well, you know what? Yeah, at least you're doing it for a good cause, you know? It's not like they're doing it for something bad. They're trying to be progressive. So we love that for them. The next question is who is most likely to spend all their money on something stupid?
Not
Like
gonna lie, Dana.
on something stupid.
Not gonna
Like
lie, Dana. I don't want to offend you, but I think it's you.
what? What? I do not agree. Okay, give me the reasoning behind this. I'm interested to know.
I don't know. I feel like because of your stress or something that is influenced by impulsive rage of just buying things, and I feel like you'll buy something stupid.
Like a 3 a.m. like impulse shopping on Amazon, buying like weird pens and stuff like that.
Yeah, I picture you buying like a cardboard cutout of somebody.
Oh my god. Not a bad option. Okay, like look, think about it, think about it, think about it. If you're really stressed and if you like are lonely and if you don't have company, you could buy a cardboard cutout of your favorite celebrity and they would be there to accompany you. And you can even like dress them up. And you can even like dress them up like in your clothes and you can like
Girl,
decorate them. You know what I mean? Like for Halloween, for Christmas, you can give them like a Santa hat. Like I can have Beyonce here in my room, you know? Like, like I'm not saying that you should definitely expensive. They're like $50, I think, for the life size one. It depends on the company, but I know that there's some that are sold for like $50.
oh my gosh.
But I'm just
We should buy
saying,
we should buy a cardboard cutout of Chloe and Halle or Mr. Orozco.
what? I don't know if they make custom cardboard cutouts, but that would actually be really funny. But I'm just saying, like, okay, I Yes, I agree with you, but it really just depends on the thing. Because I'm not gonna buy something that's completely useless because I will have a reason why that thing is useful to me. She is very
Okay,
gorgeous
makes
to
sense.
me, okay? So,
There we go. That's our answer. I
that's my
think Dana under certain conditions.
under certain conditions, I will spend money on things that other people may see as stupid, but I see as a good, well thought out investment.
Someone else's treasure can be someone's trash.
Another
No,
man's
no, no, no.
trash is
Can be someone's trash.
Another
No,
man's
no, no, no.
trash is another man's treasure, and your
There we go.
trash
There we
is my treasure.
go. Okay. I love this so much. Okay. So our last question to end us off on a good note is who is most likely to appear on some reality show? And I don't know the answer to this one. I literally don't know. What do you think, Dana?
I don't think that it would be me. I think it might be you, but it depends on the show because I wouldn't like to be in a reality show just because time and you can't really like be by yourself and everything that you do is televised to everyone that you know. So like
Same.
and they
And
might edit it so that they make you look bad or make you look a certain way.
exactly. I was going to
So
say that.
yeah, so the
Exactly.
answer is neither of us. Maybe yeah, so the
Exactly.
answer is neither of us. Maybe I don't know, maybe we'll end up on like I don't know, we'll end up on like The
Maybe the
Bachelor
housewife,
or Love Island or 90 Day
60
Fiancé
fiance.
or something like that in the far, far future. Only time will tell. But I don't think it'll end up being either an uncomfy situation, and I just don't want that kind of publicity.
Yeah. I think me and Dana, we really value privacy and personal time alone from the outside world.
Mhm.
'Cause I think I'm an ambivert. I'm not super extroverted, but I'm not super introverted.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So while I so yeah, so while by having social lives, we also need our time for ourselves to recharge. And I think with a reality TV show with having cameras around you all the time, we will sacrifice that and everything you do will be aired on the internet and skewed in some way or shape or form.
Yes. Yeah, and there's like they make those hashtags on Twitter where they're like talk bad about everyone and they like make memes of
Yeah, they
you.
being like hashtag Dana Gotti Baladi is canceled and over party.
Hashtag Dana is over party. Oh my gosh, that would be
Yeah,
like
and
the worst
hashtag Heidi
nightmare
is
ever.
canceled.
Yes.
I
So
know.
that's why we're not getting involved in that kind of thing. If that kind of stuff, not for us.
Yes, okay, so today's motivational quote is by Guru Boska. I don't know who or what that is, but he or she said this wonderful quote where it says, if you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down. And for me, that is very true because why would you want to hold on to something or someone who just weighs you down? So get rid of those toxic people. Get rid of anything that makes you unhappy or slows you down and stymies you from achieving what you really want in life. Just let them go.
Yes, you need to let go of the things that are really like making you of course if you can, of course, but like try to of course if you can, of course, but like try to let go or disassociate of the stuff of the things that make you unhappy and just don't contribute to like your mental health and your mental well-being and your growth as a person. Get rid of them, drop them. We don't need them in our lives. So,
Cancel them. I'm just
yes,
kidding. Don't
cancel
cancel.
that. I don't know. How do I phrase this?
Your
Your
toxic friend is over party.
Yes, your toxic mindset is over party. So, thank you
I
for
will.
listening to our beautiful commentary. You can visit our website to read about more about today's news stories and follow us on Instagram at FunTimesWDH. Give us that publicity, y'all. WDH. Give us that publicity, y'all. And you can get more updates and you can get memes on Me Monday. And they'll just be great. It's worth the follow. Just takes one click of a button. Go ahead and follow us.
Follow our wonderful Instagram page, and I hope you guys enjoy it and this episode. So thank you guys.
Of us. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.